marijuana was the money. Now, the marijuana was the main thing. Yeah. But when you have a, like, say, a piece of a pie, and you got a slice here, a slice here, a slice. Yeah. You got loan shark. Correct. You got numbers. You got sports gambling. Yeah. You got legitimate business. You got joker pokers.
Correct. And you add it all up.
You know, bars and things. And so you got a little bit coming. The biggest one was definitely the marijuana. There was always scores that came with that business, major scores. Yeah. You know, hundreds of thousands of dollars in you know,
short periods.
You know, and sometimes it's just me by myself with that, or maybe another guy. So there was a lot.
Oh shit, BJ, thank you, brother.
There was a lot of.
We'll use it on cigars. Thank you. I appreciate that, by the way, and so does Anthony.
But afterwards, I would have, I had a big numbers business that could have been said that it was, but that could wipe you out in 3 days. I mean, you could have 300,000 in the numbers, and then in 2 days you're in the red. So you couldn't say that, but it was still a very lucrative business. The sports was very lucrative. I mean, we could have took in $3 million in gross bets for the month, but walked away with $500,000 profit.
The margins were best on marijuana. The others made money. But you kind of did that because did you want to diversify? There were things you were doing anyway. Like why you had, let's say, 4 or 5 different rackets? Was it more of a diversification strategy? Like, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, or you kind of had to, because how do you Bruno's like driving around in 2 Cadillacs. How are you making your money and you can't talk about the weed? You know what I mean? Like, what was your strategy?
So if you go into like Walmart, you shop and they have everything that you want to buy. You can shop for anything, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with me. I'm like Walmart. You want to play the number with me? You can play. You want to bet a sports with me?
It's kind of
you want to buy marijuana?
It's a service item for your customers.
Got it. And a lot of big thing is I didn't have a chance to go where I wanted to go with that going forward. So that would have been a what are you going to do? I mean.
No, man.
We had a violent area.
That's why. So part of and Anthony was more than good with it. Was I wanted to unpack the business end of things so I can learn and teach people to watch my channel. That's my big thing. I care about the business end of the mob. I know there's a moral aspect, and I try to be as respectful as I can. But I care about the business end and try to apply it to my normal everyday business to help me succeed. And I like the fact that you were. You had diversification. So God forbid one thing went out, you still had other money coming in. And number 2, that was a Rockefeller vertical integration. I'm going to sell you. Sorry, guys. Yeah. I'm going to sell you. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to sell you weed, or I'm going to sell you this. I'm going to sell you that. But I'm going to sell you more touch points because get more from you as opposed to doing other stuff. And that's a good business lesson right there. I mean, that's a simple. Easy business lesson.
Yeah, of course. Anything. It could be legitimate business. Anything to make money, you're going to do. It could be. Correct. You get a partner at a restaurant.
Exactly.
So you put up a little money, or the guy might have owed us. I mean, me and Freddie had one of the biggest restaurants down in the Cape. We also had a bar in Westfield, Mass.
Yeah.
So, guy owes you some money, and then next thing you know, you take a piece of the joint, and now you're a partner in the business.
Love it.
They didn't know that they had us as partners. Dallas Cowboy was one of the partners.
You had 20-something restaurants at some point, right?
No, not 20. But I had through 90s, I would probably say I had restaurants.
Over your total career?
Half a dozen restaurants.
Okay, half a dozen. Okay,
so.
Nevertheless.
Businesses, though. Bars. I would say, definitely a dozen total.
Nice. So listen, this was a little taste. Him and I are going to... enjoy a nice cigar. We're gonna have some cocktails. We're gonna go over what the game plan for our meeting is, which is going to be to elevate Anthony's show. If you want to give one more plug to your show before we conclude.
Yeah, Money, Mayhem, and the Mafia. It's going to be good content. It's going to be just stories. None of that garbage shit that goes on that other shit. I like that stuff, but on that channel, I'm just going to keep it with the stories and content, and put out good content for the to shed light on the Western Mass, Connecticut, New York, my dealings with them, and other stories that I know through dealings with other people, Providence, Boston,
and never heard stuff ever. Like he told me stuff. Just I said, "What do you want to talk about on the show?" He laid out 3 or 4 things that I've never heard and you know, I don't know, some good shit.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. You know, with the NBA and Bunt, man, I feel like we left a little on the table, and I kind of feel like this is something that's going to bring this genre to a next level. I know Mikey Scores and RJ is doing some great stuff. You know, I had Francis on recently. I'm in touch with Michael. You know, Sammy, I still speak to Karen regularly, and you know, and they're doing some cool things on Sammy's side. But I kind of hate to say this, but I think this is going to bring up the whole genre to another level. And I don't say it lightly. That's why we're meeting here in Boston. We're taking it serious, and we're going to do some cool things for you guys.